Hey everyone, Vinayak here. My purchases generally circle around my current tech not working for some reason or the other. My S20 Plus is now out of commission and being in warranty, I sent it out to the Samsung service center to be brought back to life. I like it that they have a pick up and drop service for 200 rupees, but my old S6 Edge Plus is too slow for me to use, and with some of the functions taking too long to respond. To end this torture, I picked up the Galaxy M51, a mid-range phone with great specs. So let's check it out in this video. I have here the Samsung Galaxy M51. Yes, there are a lot of other phones at this price point I could have looked at, but being used to Samsung phones didn't look anywhere else. Also, Samsung did cripple their phones using their Exynos SoC, which is why I was looking out for a phone with at least a Snapdragon processor instead. The M31 looked like a good one, but is Exynos. Not that bad, but it does have some shortcomings. Raise the budget a bit, we have the Galaxy M51. This phone is part of the new Monster series of phones which have massive batteries. This one specifically having a 7000 mAh battery, which is unheard of. 7000 mAh, I hope that translates into better battery life. So let's open the box. We have the phone right on top. It's massive. The size wise it's similar to my S20 Plus, but heft, it does feel heavy but not by much. We have a 25 watt fast charger, a USB-C to USB-C cable as usual. The documentation and SIM tool are present on the top half of the box. Sadly, there's no case in the box, and also the earphones seem to be missing. Do phones in this price range not provide any earphones, or is it just Samsung? Back to the phone, I have the electric blue version. There is also a celestial black option available. Here's the back of the phone. Electric blue looks quite nice. It has a glass sheen to it, but it's actually plastic or plastic as advertised. With a 7000 mAh battery, it feels heavy, but it feels quite good in the hand. Samsung has done their homework, and the weight distribution seems to be well done. It's a heavy phone but doesn't feel like that in the hand. The SIM card tray is dual SIM with one memory card slot. Samsung, why don't you implement this in your other flagships? Here I use two SIM cards and a memory card together, but on my S20 Plus I can't. I can either use two SIM cards or one SIM and one memory card. This is one major feature which I feel is missing on your flagships, because people who own the flagships might have more than one SIM. Let's turn it on. Hope it has some charge in the battery. Generally, manufacturers charge up the devices to 50% while packing. Oh, I didn't expect Knox at this price point. Knox is basically Samsung's mobile security solution. Great to see that is available at this price point. It's ready, and we are greeted by this huge 6.7-inch display. Super AMOLED Plus. Samsung makes the best displays, and this is no slouch. Super AMOLED displays are quite thin, which effectively reduce some on the overall phone's lateral height. 2400 by 1080 pixels, Full HD Plus resolution, 20:9 ratio, 393 ppi density with Gorilla Glass 3. Samsung should have gone with Gorilla Glass 5, which is a bit disappointing. My S6 Edge Plus phone from 2015 has Gorilla Glass 4, so I expected at least Gorilla Glass 5 on this. We have an ambient light sensor on the phone, which would change the brightness of the screen according to the ambient light around. 420 nits, bright enough for the outdoors viewability. Bezels are quite thin, which is a plus. This panel is 60 Hz only, so keep that in mind if you're looking for high refresh rate displays. But that aside, the colors look awesome. We have a fingerprint sensor, which is also the power button on the side, and also a volume rocker on this side. Not sure why they moved the volume rocker to this side like its flagship brethren. Fingerprint sensor being a hardware sensor, I like the speed of the phone, how it unlocks, and it's quite accurate. Super fast, and you will understand when you're coming from in-display fingerprint sensor. Clickiness is present, and you know that you have pressed the button. Set up fingerprints on multiple fingers so that suppose you have the phone even held in different angles, you can still unlock the phone. You cannot unlock the phone easily while it's on a table, but it's fast when you pick it up. Face unlock is also present, which is fine, but is not very secure. I would suggest the fingerprint sensor for more security. NFC is also present, which is rare in mid-range phones. Dolby Sound, which is software-based enhancements, it's there if you want it. Processor is the Snapdragon 730G, and I have the 8GB version. 128 GB storage, which costs around 2K more than the 6 GB version. Both versions come with 128 GB UFS 2.1 storage, only the RAM size changes. I picked up the M51 specifically for the Snapdragon 730G as I don't like the performance of the Exynos. The phone uses One UI 2.1, which I have become quite used to on all my Samsung devices. It's polished and the animations are fast and fluid, but there are some features which have become indispensable tools for me. Samsung have their own software pre-installed with some apps like Netflix also available out of the box. We have the hole punch or Infinity O camera notch on the top and center of the front display. It's 32 megapixels with f2.0 aperture and 26mm wide. 16mm is the sweet spot, so let's see how good 26mm is. So this is how it would actually start out normally in the default view. We have an option to make it wider by tapping on the button over here. But if you have a second person, it automatically switches to wide mode, which is quite nice. So this is how wide the shot can be. And this is if you want a tighter shot. The rear shooter or shooters are the 64 megapixel f1.8, 26mm wide IMX682 sensor, which is by Sony, with PDAF autofocusing, which is quite fast. 12MP f2.2 123 degree ultra wide camera, which is like I think higher than most other cameras because I think most of them have only 119 degrees and this is 123 degrees ultra wide, which is quite wide, I guess. Then we have a 5 megapixel f2.4 macro lens, which is nice, and I don't need to have a macro lens to get the shots anymore, and it's quite nice to have that feature on this phone. And the last one, it's not a camera, 5 megapixel f2.4 depth camera, which is used for the depth detection, mostly used in portrait photos. The 64 megapixel mode is surprisingly hidden. It's under the aspect ratio and you have to select 64 megapixel from there to use 64 megapixel mode. Else it is always 16 megapixels. Similar is for 32 megapixels on the front camera. The rear cameras are respectable, the pictures come out really crisp and the color saturation is quite nice, which is also due to the quality of the display provided. Everything looks nice on this display, but the camera is top notch, dare I say flagship grade. I would have to test more and I will update you all in the future in a future video. Video recording can go all the way up to 4K 30 FPS and the front camera can go only up to 1080p 30 FPS. Video quality is great, but there is no OIS or optical image stabilization. The camera software is feature rich too, with some newer features like single take also available on the M51, which is necessary if you have kids, as they are running around. Single takes multiple photos and videos which help you get the right shot. Super slow motion, portrait mode, hyperlapse, the works. You have a lot of options here. Having a Snapdragon processor, we have support to the Camera 2 API, which will support Gcam or Google Camera app. The phone camera has the most important features necessary for everyday use and more. With HDR and Widevine L1 CDM support, streaming apps like Netflix take advantage of it and the colors pop and the videos look beautiful. Speakers are fine, they are loud, but not stereo, which could have been possible with looking at the size of this phone. They are fine, calls and streaming video sound good, but could have been louder. Another surprising feature is a 3.5mm jack which is present on this device. So those who have been dejected with the loss of the 3.5mm jack on their USB-C phones, this one has it. And surprisingly, it has FM radio using a headset. This is cool if you need it. It has multiple microphones for noise reduction, and let's check out the quality of the mics on the Galaxy M51. This is the quality of the internal microphone. I have not checked it out yet. I think it will be good. So let's see how good this recording or audio recording comes out. Connectivity wise, we have dual 4G VoLTE, Wi-Fi calling, Bluetooth 5.0. Whatever you need, it's present on the phone. And now for the star of the show, the battery. And the battery is 7000 mAh and thank God it has a 25 watt charger, else it would have taken forever to charge it. It takes around 2 hours to top up the battery from zero. Life is estimated to be around 2 days for light use, which is the basic selling point of the M series or monster battery. I will have to test that out. This phone is great for gaming, especially on the go. And we also have reverse charging where the phone acts like a power bank. If you want to help your friends out with a quick top up from your phone with a 7000 mAh battery, you can do that. So my thoughts, I chose this phone specifically due to the feature set available. It has everything I need, great display, a long battery life, great cameras, great performance, especially with the Snapdragon 730G processor. This might even be better than my flagship S20 Plus in terms of overall value. But there will be some features missing such as water resistance. It is splash resistant but not waterproof. No wireless charging. The haptic motor also sounds and feels quite different, which is what we pay for the premium variants, I guess. And at this price point, I feel it's a great all-round phone. The Snapdragon 730G is not the best Snapdragon processor available, and other brands have phones at lower prices with the same processor. But if you want a Samsung phone, this is one of the best options available at present at this price point. If you have any questions, do write into me at tech@talkingstuff.net or WhatsApp me at 96525 78833. Also make sure to like, subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are added. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.